locker room. Guys are feeling really energized. It's always good to get a win. A win like that was something that we needed. We've been really pushing hard to get it. That's the team that we've seen and we've known, and so to be able to have other people see it is really fulfilling. I think the thing now for sure for us is like, hey man, this is what it is. This is we know that we can meet this standard. We need to be able to meet the standard every time out, and so very much that was the talk at the end of the game. But excited about our O-line and moving the line of scrimmage in the run game. Caden Knighton had a great game, and I thought a lot of it was done up front. Caden's getting better at kind of following his blocks and not spinning out and running sideways on things. I thought Sawyer looked really settled. I think anytime we go tempo and we have some motions and some formation on the sideline and just kind of the oddities are kind of built into tempo, I think that's probably when we're at our best. And so those first two drives were a lot of that. I thought he was able to see stuff really clear and get us into plays that were big time plays for us. It was really good to see Trig from the start kind of attack the thing, and not kind of have kind of get him going in the third quarter, but to get him going right off the bat, I think that's a chore for a defense to have to contend with. Is four quarters of Michael Trigg, and so all of that was good. I thought defensively, guys were playing fast, and they were communicating better, and they were making plays when they were coming to them, and so that was good to see. Take any questions you guys got?
Start with Zach Smith here.
Coach, the start to the game, offense comes out, scores, and then you get a 3-and-out. How crucial was getting off to a fast start, and especially today, the way you did it?
Yeah, I think we've been working hard to get that, and so to get it, I think that shows that, hey, we can do it, that you can do it, this is who we are, and so we're gonna talk about it that way anyways, but been working really hard to get it. I thought the energy from defense to offense and special teams all the way around was multiplied throughout the game, and so that was cool to be on the sidelines and feel that.
Bryson then goes
Dave, UCF had run the ball pretty well before today.
Yeah.
You guys were able to neutralize that. Like, how were you able to do that? And you feel like this is a step forward for this defense?
I thought that we're able to simplify some things. I think, if there's 5 calls, today there were 3. And then I thought that we really kind of honed in on kind of their core stuff, and they ran their core stuff, which helped. I think in the past maybe there's been probably maybe too many calls, and then we hone in on core stuff, and the team we play doesn't run them, And so it kind of lined up today, which was good. But I thought, more than that though, really more than that, is that the guys woke up and choosing to be great and choosing to, no matter what, if stuff didn't line up, they were going to go attack it. I think that was the biggest thing.
Did you see something this week that made you think this might be the result or outcome today?
Yeah, it was a really good week. It was our best week. I thought Monday when we met, guys were down, and it was difficult. By the end of the day, it was better, and then Tuesday way up, Wednesday up. Mike Allen, who prior to the Texas Tech game last year, Mike spoke to the team. Mike spoke to the team last night, and I called Mike up there. This standing ovation about for him, and Mike killed it again. And so you could feel there's a lot of momentum going into this one. You could feel it the whole time.
Have you thought about making him a weekly speaker?
Yeah, he probably should. He probably should be.
We'll keep it going in the front row.
Hey, Coach. Did you expect more out of the UCF team coming off a bye week than what you saw today?
No, I was talking to Coach prior to the game, and they're a tough team to play because they are a game plan outfit, and so they're going to game plan for you. And so I knew, with the bye, hey man, there's all these things that they put on tape, but our tape is probably more important than all that because they're just going to see the weaknesses of all the things and attack us that way. But I told them that, man, I see what you guys are attacking now. You guys make it hard. The thought, I can see it. Sometimes they're able to execute it, sometimes they're not. But they're on point with, it makes it hard. When you put it all on the board and you have to go through it, man, they kind of got you. And so I think they're a young team. They're going to get better and better and better. Coach is a great coach. And so they'll be on their way.
Royden and Shotty.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit, and it may be hard to quantify, but is there any one thing that you can point to as to why your teams over the past couple of seasons have played better with their backs against the wall?
I thought, I would probably say they play at their best when there's like a full connection between teammates and coaches, and some of the, I don't know if I want to call it facade or just some of the stuff of this is who I thought I was or this is who I think I am, when that kind of goes away and the real stuff is standing there and you can deal with real stuff, that's probably where we're at our best. And so, I think there's guys today that, have always wanted to and needed to start faster, and have been, I don't know, the multiple ways we've changed practice or the multiple ways that we've talked about it. There's really kind of a frontal question of, man, or statement of, hey, this is what we need to get done. I need you to do this, and they made the choice to do it. And I wish that'd be easier done than that, but that's what happened today.
Shotty.
Hi, Coach. Here in the back. Now with this win, going into the bye, what are some things you're going to focus on? And is it going to be different than the things you focused on in the last bye week?
We're going to try to be able to build off some of the stuff we did today throughout this week. I thought that there was a lot of connection with the team this week, and there was a lot of emotion this week, and I think we put that to good use. And so we'll continue to kind of invest in that. I think we've got a few guys that need to get healthy, guys that just played a bunch of football, we both line of scrimmages, and so we can use it to get them back upright, and then get some of the younger guys that played a little bit at the end of the game today, a little bit more experience and reps and working through the schemes. But we've got a great opponent, coming out of the bye, and so we'll be prepping for them too.
Go Madison and then Parker.
Coach, one of the fastest starts you've had all season long. How did it feel to not have to play catch up and have the lead the entire time?
Yeah, it was. It's a good feeling. I thought that offensively we were able to run the ball early, and that really just set up just the RPO game. And so the throws on the perimeter were there because the A-gap run game was there. And then I thought defensively, they ran their base play versus our base defense that went for 3 yards. And in the past, that's gone for 6 or 7. And so just the math was in our favor on this one. When the math's in your favor, you're able to win those early downs and win the starting fast game and win the possessions early and put you in good spots later.
Dave, speaking of math in your favor right over here, the turnover battle, how crucial was winning that? First time in Big 12 play, I think, this season that you guys have.
It's been one of those things too, where it's, you continue to harp on it and find different ways of trying to emphasize it, we incentivize it with what we can, and so I think it's not a lack of guys trying on either side. And so you keep kind of pounding the rock, and so your hope is that at some point that thing's going to crack, and we're able to get some of that today. I thought defensively those plays were big, and I'm one of my most impressive things I think today was just the sudden change. When the offense did give it up, we were able to come back and kind of or the 4th down we didn't get. Defense was able to go out there and not just fold, and in the past that's been a struggle this season. So I'm way happy about that. We must continue that.
With Jerry and Zach and Bryce.
Dave Hayden, I was thinking about that K-State game where he lost about 10 or 15 yards. How much better has he gotten as the season's gone on? And can you talk also about the energy that Dallas Baker brings on the sidelines?
Yeah, Kane's got a lot better. You know, he's got his instincts, which, you know, it's just hard because, I mean, his instincts partly got him here, you know? And so, you know, he has to kind of, you know, it's always hard when you just change is difficult when you're at one level and you want to get to another level. You know, how everything's set up is what it is at this level. So you have to let go of stuff and change and improve, and how you think about things. You have to kind of let that go, and that's just difficult because that just got you here, you know? And so you have to kind of let that go and trust people and to kind of get to a higher level. And so he's doing that. That's hard to do. And I've talked to him privately and said, man, I'm just way impressed. And so the best is yet to come with him. Yeah, Dallas can't help, but he sent. We have a coaching staff, you know, text, and he'll send a devotional and a prayer and all of it every morning. And so he did it this morning. But then he sent just a video of him, and he's in his car, so the phone's up there, and there's a rap song playing, and he's just singing the song. I don't know what that was about. Maybe there's words in the song that had something to do, but it was like 1 minute and 30 long. And so I don't know. Yeah,
At the end of the video?
I couldn't finish it.
Coach, UCF was 1 for 11 on 3rd down, 0 for 3 on 4th down. What was it about the focus or you know, kind of ability of your defense to stop them on those crucial downs?
Yeah, I think so much of what the defense needed was just something positive, really. Just something positive, something to go good. Just some type of, you know, something. I mean, there's faith. There's got to be something on the other side of that. And so I think once there is that, then all of a sudden guys kind of put their cleats in the grass and they can play with a little bit more, and they can react a little bit faster. And I don't know. I think that's just the way we're built and designed, you know. And so once there's a little bit of success, we're able to kind of take off of it.
Nice wraps up.
Dave, does your son get a turn in the Bear coat? He got a big pig last
Oh
night.
yeah, that's so cool. And it was right. I was driving home from the bonfire and everything. My wife called and she was like, Dion was like screaming, half crying, half you know, telling me about the pick. So it was so cool. Yeah, and so I'm happy for him. He loves it, and he's on a really good team, good coaches, and so it's happy to see them have some success.
Thank you all.
All right, thank you guys.